Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the G.I. Joe Classified series, Firefly V2. If Saturday morning cartoons fueled your imagination as a kid and powers your action figure collecting now as an adult, then you're in the right place. Thanks for stopping by and welcome to Saturday Morning Toy Collector. And if you like my content, please consider subscribing. Alright, before we get started with the review, if you would like to buy Firefly and add him to your collection, or, haven't done so already, you can do so right now at the link in the description below over at Amazon. He is in stock and ready to ship for regular price. And if you do, please remember that if you order from Amazon, it will help out the channel with a few pennies. And if you're asking yourself, hey, Mark, by the way, where's that Tunnel Rat review? He's number 83 in the line. Well, let me tell you, I attempted to do that review over the weekend to have it ready for today. And when I got him opened up, he came with the wrong equipment. He came with the Crimson Viper equipment. I don't know how this happened, but I contacted Hasbro, and they're sending me either a full new Tunnel Rat or they're sending me his accessories. I'm not sure, but they were quick to get on that, and I appreciate the really good customer service. Taking a closer look here at the front of the package, we have this nice artwork of him blowing up some sort of resort beach house. Something going on here. Some nice artwork on the side. All of the equipment that you get. It says number 84 in the line. That beautiful artwork. And his specialties right here. A little punch in on the back of both his mask and the Cobra logo. Everything he comes with, and he stands 6.3 inches tall. So let's get this guy opened up and take a closer look. Getting Firefly opened up and out of the package, you can see everything he comes with. He does come with this really nice blade that's really cool. This nice knife. It does fit in nicely right here on the sheath on his arm. The only problem is that sheath on his arm does have a tendency to slide down and kind of get in the way when you're posing his gun arm. He does come with this little submachine gun. It does have a removable clip. Is this the type of gun people call grease guns? I'm not sure. Here's a look at his heads-up display. It's got a little night vision goggle, maybe an laser eyesight. I'm not sure. And then he does come with this little nice sidearm with a silencer on the end that you can remove and you can put back on if you're not trying to do it from behind a camera. And it does have a hole in the end for blast effects. Here's a closer look at his remote detonator. It's got a little wheel on it for driving the car around. It does have the number 3 tampoed on it, so it's got 3 seconds before something detonates and goes horribly wrong. And then here's a look at his 2 landmines or bombs. They do have holes in the back, and that's for putting it on the backpack, which we'll see in a minute. Here's his little remote control AC drone bomb. It does have a little bomb on the top, but it does not come off, and the wheels do roll. And then here's a closer look at his backpack. Comes with a lot of pouches and grenades and a little readout and a little canister, all these little buttons. Some definite bomb-making stuff going on here. You can see how it forms to his back. And then it's got this plug on the bottom, and that plug is for his little RC drone. You can plug that in right there on the bottom, so it fixes to his backpack, which is really cool. Then you can take each one of the mines and plug them in right here on these little plugs on the side, and that's really cool. And then, of course, you see this one extra plug right here on the right side, and that is for storing his submachine gun right there in the trigger guard. So you can carry all of his equipment on his backpack, which is really, really nice. Now, taking a closer look at the pistol and the silencer, I believe that you can put this entire thing as is down in the holster. It does look like it's got a place for the silencer to fit through. And if I don't bend the tip of the gun, no, this does not look like it's going to go in with the suppressor on it. So I don't think we're gonna end up breaking this tip off. We're just gonna try to fit the pistol in. Yeah, it looks like it just goes in with the silencer off and fits in nicely. So where do you store the silencer? He does not have a silencer storage on him. That is interesting. I thought for sure he would. But if you're wondering if I got one of the floppy Fireflies, yes, I did. I won the floppy Firefly lottery. Yes, I did get one of the ones with the extremely loose joint right here in the chest, and he is super mobile. Time to go mobile. Yep. But, you know, it is what it is. We got what we got. And there's a closer look at his face, which looks really nice. The face printing technology looks great. Got nice pouches, explosives, grenades, all kinds of canisters all over his body. Here's a look at the back of his webbing, and his holster looks really cool. He's got some extra grenade or like maybe C4 charges on his other leg holster. And then, of course, that little arm guard on the right. I do like the Cobra symbol on his arm. It looks really great. As far as articulation goes, he can look up that far, look down that far. He is on that double jointed neck, so he can get lots of range of motion. The arms can go all the way out to the sides here and hit that T-pose, no problem. You can go all the way around if that's something you need to do. We do have a butterfly joint and a upper bicep swivel. And we do have the normal really stiff joints on the double elbow, the double jointed elbows here. Of course, with that floppy stomach, he's going all the way forward and back with no issues. He can rotate at the waist. He does have a nice little hip drop down, so that's really nice. He can kick forward all the way and hold it and go all the way back about that far. He does have the double jointed knees. No surprises here with articulation. You guys know what to expect. Upper thigh cut, then an upper boot cut, and then a hinge and a pivot down for the foot articulations. So let's see if what this guy looks like with his gear on. Let's go ahead and put that backpack on. No problem. That does kind of help with the floppiness on his ab joint a little bit. It kind of keeps him a little stationary. You can put his headgear on, and you can either sit it on top of his head like that or push it all the way down for some late night espionage action going on there. It looks really cool. I don't know if I like it just sitting on top of his head or off completely to give that classic Firefly look. I think I prefer it with his headset off completely. Yeah, he just looks really good. I like the little pops of green. Let's go ahead and give him his submachine gun here and just see what it looks like kitted out before we get him into some positions. And oh, you know what I wonder? I wonder if that suppressor actually, boy, these arms are really stiff. I wonder if that suppressor actually fits on the submachine gun, and then you wouldn't need to hold it anywhere. Yes, it does. It slides right on, and so you can put the suppressor on the submachine gun. Very nice. Didn't know that right out of the package. Just now figured that out. And let's go ahead and get his little remote detonator in his hand. And there you have it. He is completely kitted out, holding all of his stuff. I love that trigger finger. It looks like it's ready to detonate at any second. Looks really, really cool. All right, let's get this guy standing straight up and down and compare him to the first version of Firefly that we got. All right, let's bring in the first version of Firefly, and there you can see the two standing side by side. The colors are a little brighter on the first release of Firefly. Of course, he doesn't have that big, massive bomb jacket, but you can see that the leg sculpt is different, the arm sculpt is different. Everything looks new and different here, so we're not going to, there's not a lot of reuse between that first version. Not even the head. Now, I'm not sure exactly what body is underneath, but I'm pretty sure it's not this. So this is an all-new sculpt. So, well, at least it's all new parts for Firefly. So let's get this guy under some lighting and into some backdrops and see how he poses up. Man, Firefly is absolutely one of my favorite Cobra figures from when I was a kid. I loved all the little gear that he came with, all the little bombs and things that, he was our definite go-to bomb expert. He would lay all the bombs, set all the bombs, and detonate everything, and he would trap the Joes behind enemy lines. For sure, he was a great release when I was a kid, and I absolutely loved this second version. Yes, I am sad that I did get the floppy chest version, but that's okay. A little bit of fingernail polish on that should, build that up a little bit on the top, and that should alleviate that problem. And like I said, with the backpack on, it does sort of like help keep him a little more stabilized, so he's not going to flop around and fall over and not stand upright on your shelf. This release looks incredible. I'm sorry that it's plagued by this floppy torso issue, but apparently it's only on some of the figures that came from one of their, it either came from their China or their Vietnam factories. Apparently Hasbro has 2 factories that their Joes come from, and they're only floppy from one and not the other. So I think there's some places out there where you can find out which number on the bottom of the box corresponds to which one you may get. If you see these in stores, you may be getting all the same number. Who knows? But anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. I super appreciate it. Please continue to check us out over at Instagram at Saturday Morning Toy Collector. I am your Saturday Morning Toy Collector. I'm your host, Mark, and remember, I will see you in the toy aisles.